Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Shasthav and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video, we write a C++ program to count the number of digits in an integer, and we use two methods. We use a string method and we use a while loop method. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel, because out of 100 viewers, only 3 or 4 are subscribed, and a subscription is very important. So please do subscribe to my channel. Let's begin. So we have to write a C++ program to count the number of digits in an integer, right? I'll be using two methods for this case. So example 1, you can see if my integer n is 100, my output is expected to be 3 digits, okay? The other example, input is n equal to 24 and output is expected 2 for 2 digits, okay? Alright, so let me just write the code for the first method, which is using strings, and it is pretty straightforward, right? All we have to do is convert the integer to the corresponding string and then find the length of the string, okay? That will give us the number of digits in the string. So if I have int n is equal to say 100, okay, I convert n to corresponding string as I take string n str equal to, now we cannot do blank plus n here in C++, just as you can do it in Java or C#, right? For integer to string, we have two string method, okay, and you pass the integer n inside, okay, and this is okay in the namespace std. So if I don't include this, I will have to do this entire std colon and then to string, okay, but if you are using the namespace, the entire namespace std, you can simply do to string, okay. Now this nstr will store the string form of n, okay. All we have to do now is int num digits is equal to the length of this string, which is dot length, okay. All right, writing an output message, number of digits in n, okay, is num digits, okay. All right, okay, running this code now, okay. G++, the name of the file, minus o, the name of the executable, okay. Now running the executable, okay, number of digits in 100 is 3, okay. When I change this to 1 2 3 4, I compile, run again, okay, okay. So this is using method 1 convert integer to string and then find the length of the string, okay. The other method is the while loop, the standard while loop method, where we extract each units digit one by one in each iteration of the while loop until the number goes to 0, and through the execution of the while loop we count the number of digits, okay. So I'm going to write a separate function for this. I'm going to say int count num digits, okay. This will take an integer of which we have to count the number of digits, okay. I will say int num digits, the variable to store the number of digits is 0, and I finally return this number of digits, okay. Alright, so the idea is I extract the units digit in each and every iteration of this while loop, and this will go on as long as n does not go to 0, okay. I will say my remainder, okay, the units digit is n%10, okay. Now when I run this, I will explain how this is actually working, right? Let me just complete the code for now. Then I will say n equal to n by 10, and this is integer division, okay. The aim of this integer division is to get rid of the units digit from n, okay, and then we do num digits plus plus, okay. All right, so my code is done for the second method as well. I'll say method 2, okay. We copy the same thing, we just now call this function here, okay. Right, the first line of output is printing the number of digits when I'm converting this integer to string and finding the length of the string. The second output line is basically calling this count num digits method, which is using this while loop method, okay. So g++, okay, count digits, the output is correct in both cases, okay. Let me just change this back to 100, okay. Let me clear, compile, run, okay. Number of digits is 3 again. All right, one last thing is I want to run this for 0, okay. Now for 0, I will have the right output, okay, in the string method. The first output is correct, but the second output is wrong. This is because when you pass 0 here, okay, so for n equal to 0, this loop will not run at all, okay. The first initial condition is false itself, so num digits plus plus never happens, so num digits remains 0, and that is what is returned, okay. So when you are using the while loop method, you have to take care of the case of 0 separately. Okay, you have to say if n equal to 0. Okay, because even for digit 0, the number of digits is 1 in that case. Okay, 0 is also a digit. Okay, so number of digits will be 1 in that case. So I take the case for n separately, 0 separately. If n is 0, I return 1. Okay, otherwise I find the number of digits. Okay, now when I clear, compile and run, okay, so I get the right output for 0 for both the cases. Okay, so let me just quickly dry run and show you how this works. Okay, so this is the code we have. This is the remainder that we are finding. This is where we are getting rid of the units digit. This is where we are updating the number of digits. Okay, so when n equal to 1 2 3 4, okay, I have the condition n not equal to 0. Okay, I have r which is equal to n percent 10, n by 10. Okay, and then I have nd. Okay, so for n equal to 1 2 3 4, this condition is true. Okay, the control goes inside, r is n percent 10. Now n percent 10 will give me the units digit. Okay, so r is going to be 4 in this case. Okay, n equal to n by 10, n equal to n by 10 is integer division, so 1 2 3 4 by integer division 10 will give me 1 2 3, only the quotient. So 1 2 3, this is n by 10 which goes into n, so n becomes 1 2 3. Okay, then nd plus plus, nd was 0, it becomes 1. Okay, when you start with number of digits 0, it becomes 1. Okay, now your n is 1 2 3, you go back to check for this condition, n not equal to 0, for n equal to 1 2 3 is still true. Okay, you go inside, r is n percent 10, 1 2 3 percent 10 will give you 3. Okay, r is 3, you do n equal to n by 10, again integer division, 1 2 3 by 10 will give you 12 as the quotient, right? You lose 3, so this is 12 which goes back into n, so n becomes 12. Okay, then you do nd plus plus, nd plus plus, and nd becomes 2. Okay, number of digits become 2. Okay, this nd is short for number of digits. Okay, just I hope I said that before as well. Okay, all right, you go back to check for while loop condition n not equal to 0. Now n is 12 in this case, true. 12 not equal to 0 is true. You go inside, r is n percent 10, 12 percent 10 gives you 2. Okay, then you do n equal to n by 10, 1 2 by 10, 1 2 by 10 will give you 1 as the quotient, so n by 10 is 1 which goes back into n. Okay, so this n becomes 1. Okay, and then nd plus plus, nd becomes 3. Okay, going back to check for while loop condition, n not equal to 0, n is 1 now, not equal to 0 is true. Okay, r is n percent 10, 1 percent 10 will give you 1. Okay, then we have n equal to n by 10, 1 by 10. Okay, integer division will give you 0. Okay, integer division returns quotient, right? So this is 0 now, nd plus plus, nd becomes 4. Okay, all right, so n is 0 now, we go back to check for while loop condition, n is not equal to 0 is now false. Okay, so when you come out of this while loop, you have nd equal to 4, which is number of digits equal to 4 for 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in short, what is happening in each iteration, you are removing the units digit, okay, from n, all right, and you are incrementing nd plus 1, you are counting 1 for the units digit that you have removed. Okay, and then you keep doing this as long as n does not go to 0, because n will be one last single digit left, and any single digit by 10 will give you 0. Okay, all right, so this was the solution to find the number of digits in an integer, okay, in C++. Okay, I hope this video was helpful and clear. So if you have any doubts, if there is a part you do not understand, so please let me know in the comments. Okay, and please share your thoughts in the comments. How was this video, and if there is a question you want to solve, or if there is a concept you want to discuss. Thank you.